Welcome to the first episode of Business Instead of Game, featuring yours truly, the Hebrew Hammer. Now let's talk about my Brooklyn Nets. And yes, I can say they're mine, because I survived through this. Fast forward a couple years, and now our lineup is almost as insane as Yugi's starting five when he collected all of the Exodia cards. And yes, that's assuming Kyrie doesn't fuck us over. The fact that these clowns on my feed actually believe that the Nets got worse after getting a top 5 player is just
blasphemy.
If you're one that believes the Nets got worse, you're probably either an insecure LeBron fan or just stupid. One of the common arguments that I'm seeing is that there's only one basketball to go around for 3 ball-dominant players, and therefore it just won't work. However, this is far from the truth. The Nets run D'Antoni's 8-second offense, which allows for more possessions and therefore more shots to go around, which is why Karis LeVert, who is also a ball-dominant player, had complete freedom in the offense. However, in those 6 games that he did play when Kyrie and KD were on the floor, LeVert failed to take advantage of his opportunities. He only shot 36% from the field and shot all 6 of his free throws in 1 game. That offense was one of the league's best during those games. Now imagine how much more scary they would be if they had the league's most skilled scorer. With all that said, the loss of Jarrett Allen really does hurt. He was the only startable center on the team, and his fearlessness on both ends will greatly be missed. They lost a guy that puts his life on the line each night and are now stuck with DeAndre Jordan, who could care less about trying at this point in his career. With that said, the center position is the least important position in today's game, and therefore the easiest to replace. I could see them either trading for a guy like Nerlens Noel, or maybe dragging the old corpse of Joakim Noah out of retirement. Also, second-year center Nick Claxton should also be returning from his injury soon, and it wouldn't be surprising to see them give the talented 7-footer a long look. It really isn't a huge issue. They just need a physical presence down there. Hell, maybe give Big Chungus Harden some minutes at the 5. One thing that I'm personally excited about is Taurean Prince's bum ass being completely shipped away. Objectively, I think he's trash. He's a stiff on the court, and for whatever reason is being paid $13 million. To do what? I don't know. This opens up a roster spot for a defensive-minded role player, maybe Shumpert, maybe bring back Hollis Jefferson to bring some much-needed intensity on the other end. However, after watching what Bruce Brown brings to the table, I wouldn't be surprised to see him continue to play some significant minutes. Now, all of this doesn't mean I don't have concerns about this trade. I think it's very clear that someone will have to come off the bench, and don't get me wrong, I think having all 3 on the court at the same time is just going to be insane. It's going to be a kill offense, and there's not one team in this league that can keep up with that. But what's the point of having 3 legendary scorers if they're all going to overlap and stunt their full capabilities? For the Nets, being able to have at least 1 or more superstars on the floor at all times is the key to this team's success. They'll have the ability to take over games at any given moment, making them arguably the most dangerous team in the entire league. The reason why I don't think this is much of an issue is because Nash, Kyrie, KD, and pretty much everyone else in that organization have preached all year long that the Nets will be playing positionless and selfless basketball. And this is the perfect time to test that. I think it would make the most sense for Harden to play the 6th man role, at least initially, because as he previously stated back when he was in OKC, he loved coming off the bench. The Beard Man would now lead a thin second unit and would have full control. His aggressiveness on offense and ability to draw contacts at will could make this second unit look like a legit starting 5. Don't be surprised to see all 3 of the superstars rotate in and out, leading the offense by themselves. They have a lot of options, and Steve Nash will probably explore all of them. Overall, I love this trade, but if it all crashes and burns in our faces, at least we have Sean Marks to drag us out of another black hole. Now, Kyrie, please don't retire. Hebrew Hammer out.